let's look at a little bit out of Joshua, because it's always important to go back, see where these stories originated from. Joshua 2, 8 through 13. Now before they lay down, the spies, she came up, Rahab, came up to the roof and said to them, I know that the Lord has given you this land. I know. I believe. There is some type of faith there. Notice this is in the singular. Everything else in the plural here. But Rahab said, me as an individual, I know that God has given you this land. Not is going to give you. It's already a past tense thing in her mind. That all the terror of you has fallen on us. All of us. We're scared. And all the inhabitants of the land are hearted because of you Jewish people. I'm adding words in here. For we heard. A witness. Someone who tells what they've seen or heard. Somehow the story of what God did got them. We heard. Now look how far back this goes on these things she heard. How the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you to come out of Egypt. That was over 40 years ago. They heard. And when you came out of Egypt, what you did to the two kings of the Amorites who were on the other side of the Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom you utterly destroyed. And as soon as we heard these things, our heart melted. Okay, they had heard about this God 40 years ago that parted the Red Sea. It's like, wow. And they're out wandering around in the wilderness. Now, I don't know what they thought during that time, and it doesn't say anything here. The Bible's silent, but they're like, well, maybe they're not coming. And then suddenly they start coming. Okay, it looks like they're on their way. And they just utterly destroyed the two people on the other side of the Jordan. Okay, now, because after 40 years, their fear has intensified again. And as soon as we heard these things, our hearts melted. Neither did there remain any courage in anyone because of you. All of us heard the story. All of us were afraid. All of us, our hearts fainted. All of us. But notice before, I know, me personally, because of all this, I know that God is the one. No one has courage anymore because of you. For the Lord, your God, He is God. Declaration of faith. In heaven above and on earth beneath.